is dumb. But I think we're good. How the heck is everybody's Tuesday going? I'm like, wait, what day is today? Alright, first things first. We're going to run an escalation sigil. Because I need to do the boss thingy for the season thingy, and I haven't done one yet. Time does not exist, right? Time is a flat circle. I never really understood that expression. And then I'm like, wait, are they just talking about a clock? Anyways. But yeah, my YouTube comments and my TikTok comments and my Facebook comments, because I've recently started doing that too, have been wild lately. Like, I don't understand a lot of people on the internet. Like, they just don't understand anything. Or they freak out about nothing. Or they think they know everything when they know nothing. I don't understand. W Music, thank you. Appreciate it. I made it myself. Wait, that's not true. Or is it? Boop. Bow, 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 bow. D4 bad must pay for expansion? Seriously. Imagine a company like selling a product that they made that they spent years making? Weird. Have a good stream, lots going on. Gotta load cars for tomorrow's trip. Tomorrow's the big day, huh? That's right, you did say it was Christmas Eve. What a wild time to have to move. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Hey man, at least you're gonna get it done. That's exciting. Hope it goes well for you. I'm guessing I probably won't see you tomorrow. Actually, you'll probably want to keep your streak going though, huh? Check in for 30 seconds and then dip. Bow, 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 bow. We did it. Checking for the streak? Yeah. What up, Event Horizon? One of these days I'm gonna learn how to speak. No, I'm not. That's not true. Niggles! Gubba's a pugala frugga guggazola. I almost got it without tripping over my words. Got till the end there. Probably not? Yeah, probably not. Bomb ba bomb ba bomb ba bomb ba bomb bomb. I don't know what's been going on lately, but I've been in a weirdly good mood the last couple days. Like, nothing's happened to warrant that mood. I just have been. And, like, I like it. You love it? Yeah, me too. You rebuilt your zero button Holy Fire Pally in Sweetness and Flames? Nice. Is that one of the Oridon builds? I am enjoying life. Ever been in a really bad mood for no reason? Stands to reason this should happen too. I love when you're happy. I mean, I guess, yeah. I've definitely, maybe not bad moods, but like just kind of like random anxiety for no reason. Like that kind of shit. It's contagious. Maybe. I mean, maybe it's because my YouTube channel's finally doing well after being basically dormant for 2 years, 3 years. But, I mean, that comes and goes. That's fleeting. So I don't think that's the reason. I don't know. Bam, 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 bam. What difficulty? This is Torment 4. Just doing an escalated Nightmare Dungeon sigil for the season journey thing. Keep your happy and warm cooties away from you. You have Brooding Brand to protect. Oh no, you're getting all the cooties, baby. Don't worry, Kenny. I have some for you too. Give me that. Worth to play D4 now? It's pretty fun now. Like, honestly, like a lot of people have been hating on this game for a long time, but so many people have come back this season and they're like, dang, I'm actually having fun now. Kenny been here early to Horny Post? Seriously. You thought about getting the expansion to play this class, but you can't seem to get off PoE 2. So I do like PoE 2 a lot. But like with this season, like since there wasn't really much added to the end game, like I was having a blast with the Druid, but this, like I just keep getting pulled back to this game. It's just been really good this season. I definitely will go back to PoE 2 at some point though. Bum, 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 bum. You were about to give it a chance, but you saw Arc Raiders on sale. Gotcha. I haven't played that. Like I can't get into shooters. You were about to give it a chance, and oh wait, I tried to read the same message twice in a row. You're pleasantly surprised after the season after the PTR. Yeah, the PTR was kind of a disaster for this season. Like people were not happy with it at all, and they did a complete 180. Like the Druid so much you made 2 of them. Me too, actually. I started a bear one, and then I'm like, you know what? I want to try a wolf one too, and I don't want to just switch on the same character, so I started a second one. So right there with you. I am getting pretty close to the point of making Plant and Dragon. So we covered the opposite sides of the Druid spectrum. I am getting to the point in this season where I'm probably going to start another character soon, just because like this one's getting pretty much done. But is there actual endgame on D4 already? So they haven't added any new modes, but this season they made it to where pretty much all of the activities are actually meaningful. Like they all give experience worth actually doing, and they nerfed the pit, so the pit doesn't feel as mandatory anymore. So it just feels good being able to play whatever you want and not feel punished for it. And there's a lot of builds that are really fun, and the new sanctification system is great. I mean, it's basically just like corrupting your items like in PoE, but it's super fun because you can get like mythic properties on like legendaries and stuff, and it just feels really good. And it's a little bit of that, and it's also the hype behind an expansion 4 months away with all the new features coming with that. So it's just like it's riding the hype train right now. How's the new tempering? That's what you're interested in? So tempering, I do feel like it's oversimplified a little bit, but it is really cool. So now you pick what temper you want, and you just do it. And the only randomness is what roll you get. But the one big thing that I don't even think they announced it they did is they made it to where with the tempers, like you can still re-roll it. You can re-roll now. You get like the basic 5 or whatever, and then you can use the scrolls of retempering as many times as you want, except each scroll that you get only adds 1, but you get way more of them. So you can like add like infinite re-rolls. And you can also re-roll it and hit a greater affix on it. So if it was a normal roll, you can now make it a greater affix. So you can turn like a 2GA into a 3GA that way. So it's pretty strong. And then with Masterworking, you can also get another GA added. So you could turn a 2GA into a 4GA. Heavenly Sigil's rough? Rough how? You kind of missed the thrill of not breaking an item? Yeah. So, wait. You're saying you missed the thrill like of the potential being there and not hitting it? Like... Where's my build? So this is the Mobalytics. This is Makuna's Hammer Kuna build. How do you level up and become the best Diablo player? By playing more? You have a level 53 Druid, but still don't know what you're doing. You just run around. In Diablo? I mean, that's pretty much all anybody does, right? If you're still in the campaign, I would say just focus on finishing the campaign. If you're not doing the campaign, I would look at your seasonal ranks or seasonal journey or whatever and just kind of pick some of those to do. Those are a good, like, directional, like, guiding thing. The random effect might not benefit. Oh, gotcha. So if you're doing it to ancestral uniques or mythic uniques, there's not a bad thing that can happen. Like it's only neutral or positive. With legendaries, though, you do run the risk of getting a bad outcome, but it's pretty low. Like the reroll and affix option is only like a 15 or 20% chance. So it's pretty low. I haven't actually had a single bad outcome yet. I've had some that were whatever, but I haven't had any bad ones yet. You wish Diablo would allow you to get more stash tabs? I wouldn't be surprised if they do that in the future. Hopefully with the expansion coming up. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have an expansion coming in 4 months. So hopefully they have a bunch of QOL stuff that they're going to add. But, like, honestly, like, early seasons, I felt the need for a lot of stash tabs. Nowadays, I really don't. World boss in 4 minutes? I'm in an escalated nightmare dungeon, so I won't make it to that one. But thanks for the shout out if anybody else needs it. Like, I used to hoard so much stuff because we needed it for so many things. But now it's like, if you're filling your stash, why? Like, I genuinely don't know what you're saving all that stuff for. Like, even if you have multiple characters, I don't know why you would. You like them if you're playing several builds, but with only 1 or 2, you're fine. So, like, even if you're playing several builds nowadays, like, what are you saving so much gear for? Like, are you saving like 7 loadouts on every single character, or like, what's going on? Like, how often are you switching your stuff? You wish the expansion was cheaper? 100 is criminal. The expansion is $40. 40. I'm not sure where you got your information from, but Ultimate, I mean, that's just cosmetic though, and it comes with like the accelerated battle pass and stuff, so you're basically getting like extra stuff, and you're basically getting like, you're not paying any extra than if you would just buy the accelerated battle pass. You're just getting bonus for like early committing to it. So, like, if you're somebody who buys the $25 battle passes or whatever anyways, then you basically get it for free. What mythic helm should you get for Blessed Hammer? Air of Perdition. You could use a Shaco, probably, but Air of Perdition is going to be better, I think. What's the build called? This is Hammer Kuna. Actually, I think this build does have a variant with Shaco or Air of Perdition. I think you can do it either way, but I got this one first, so I just went with it. You're just a hoarder, though you haven't played in months. So if you haven't played in months, I feel like you might not feel the same way anymore, especially with Sanctification, because like now a lot of people are like, every time that they get like another version of their helm or whatever, instead of just stockpiling it into their stash, they're actually like masterworking it up and then sanctifying it to see if they get a better roll on it than the one they're currently using. Do you like how mythic items are meaningful in this game? Yeah. I hope that they, I mean, they're gonna have to with the skill tree rework. They're going to have to change a lot of them, because like this guy, its main purpose is 1 to all passives, but if passives aren't on the skill tree anymore, what is its purpose going to be? So they're going to have to rework a lot of them. So I'm hoping that they also go through and like look at stuff like Ahavarion that doesn't really get much use and revamp that one as well. Gotta copy the build. It's on Mobalytics. This is Makuna's Hammer Kuna build. Clicked it 4 times. It's like, no. No. I feel like for like that last 5 minutes, I did not stop talking. I was just spitfire like back to back to back to back. Have I got Mythic Prankster? I've done 2 of them. Yep. Kind of it is, but like I felt like it was very fast speaking, answering questions back to back, like 4 minutes 36 seconds. Nice. You would be the guy with the stopwatch. Just remember to breathe. I breathe through my gills. Hope you get one soon. If I get one, I'll invite you. Do you have any tips for Death Trap Rogue? I have not played a Death Trap Rogue in several seasons, so not really. I don't care if you're AFK, you can text me for that, I will. But it's got to go the other way also if you find one. Duh. Yo, thank you for the corgis. Holy moly. Was that 2 or did my chat duplicate it? I'm not sure. Either way, thank you. Puppet dogs. Bow, 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 bow.
Impressive. Unfortunately.
2 for my hard work. Thank you, thank you. 1 for each testicle. Wait, what? Riz, why do you say the things that you say? I don't know. Anyways. You're so dumb, Riz. You're so dumb. Do they have the mythic spear in the loot pool? The Ahavarion? Yes. Yeah, I was just talking about it, saying that with the skill tree rework that they're doing, they're going to have to change a lot of items. Thank you for the game controller. Holy moly. They're going to have to change a lot of items, and I'm hoping that that's one that they tweak, because right now, like, it's okay as, like, a leveling weapon to, like, slap on a level 30, because you get, like, the cool shrine buffs and stuff, but it's really not useful endgame, so hopefully they make it to where it's actually, like, viable for some builds. I cannot wait for the skill tree revamp. Like, I'm sure people are still going to just follow meta builds, but, like, the fact that every skill is going to have a bunch of different modifiers that we can choose from should make build creation much more interesting. Theoretically. Wow, 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 wow. It's so weird to me that this is like Christmas week, because like, it does not feel like a holiday week at all. For me. If you get another mythic prankster, you'll pay me for an invite. Well, you don't need to do that, but yeah, I mean, we'll see who's around if I get one. Like, I've only gotten one. The other one that I ran was somebody else in chat, but you didn't get one? Womp womp. Took a pally 0 to 60 ancestral gear, and in Torment in less than a day. Can someone say OP? I mean, that's kind of how all the classes are these days. Like, the game is, in my opinion, the game, like, progression is too fast. I think that's the one part of the game that I would change if it was me. I think progression is just generally too fast. Like, there were people that were, like day 1 of the season, blasting T4 in, like, 4 or 5 hours. It's wild. What class is this? This is the Paladin. Especially after playing PoE 2, yeah. Four to 5 hours sounds about right. You've turned to the dark side and tried PoE 2. PoE 2 is great. I think both games are great. What build? I'm doing Makuna's Hammered-in build. The Hammer Kuna. What up, Sean? Everything's great. Is this hardcore? No. I do play hardcore sometimes, but I didn't this season because I had never played a Paladin before, and I wanted to learn the class before I dove into hardcore. It sounded a little too spicy for me. Going in completely blind with, like, drastically revamped systems and stuff. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go softcore this time. Got your first prankster sigil and you were excited? Heck yeah. We were just talking about those. Last Epoch. Oh, Last Epoch's fantastic. I cannot wait for their next season. It is kind of a bummer that they had to go against their promise and now they're charging for classes, but at the same time, I really like the game, so I will continue to support them, and if I have to pay for a class, so be it. I don't know if I will. Depends on how cool it looks, but I do really enjoy that game. Do I stream on the purple site? I do. I am right now, as well as the red one. I just started Paladin. They OP doing Zeal build. It overkill, only played for 2 hours, already 38. Yep. So I will say, if you've already leveled a character, then it's super fast to level a second one. But yeah, leveling in this game nowadays is very quick. The choices we adults do for the games we love. Oh, for Lord of Hatred, I requested 9 days of vacation time. Yep, we do dumb things as adults for the games that we love. I'm using all of my year's worth of vacation time for the expansion release. What's my name? Same thing. I have a link in my bio to all of my platforms. I'm gonna grind. I'm doing a subathon for it. Yeah. And I'm pretty confident that for the first time ever, YouTube and TikTok will also be able to contribute time to the timer. So that should be fun. I'm pretty sure it'll work. I won't be able to test it though until someone becomes a sub or a member on one of those platforms. Because I don't have like the purple site, I can test myself. I can simulate those events. But on the other ones, I can't simulate them. And I'm like, ugh. And I also can't gift to myself. It won't let me. Spot on with the class too. Yeah, I know. I thought for sure the Game Awards was going to come and go and I was going to be wrong and the internet was going to shit on me. But nope. All 9 days exploring the whole new DLC. Oh yeah, I'm going to be burnt out so fast on that expansion, but I can't wait for it. Can't wait till the expansion. You want to try the Ice Incinerate build? There's going to be so many cool variants to all the... Like, they're doing at least 3 variants to every single spell in the game. Well, I say that. One of them might be the one that we have now, and then 2 new ways to play it or something. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You can make a throwaway alt account to gift sub to yourself. I could... On YouTube, I could do that. TikTok doesn't let you make a second account. Well, according to their terms of service anyways. You're not wrong though. Just got a mythic prankster like right now. You got one 2 days ago? Hell yeah. Yeah, those are exciting to find. Every time it feels good. Every time. Also, if you're planning on running it, I'm sure there's people in the chat who would definitely be down to go. Just throwing that out there. Because I will say, anytime anybody gets a mythic prankster, if you don't do that in a group, you're being selfish. When's the subathon? When the expansion drops. So so the official date is April 28th. But if it's like Vessel of Hatred, they're going to be doing the global launch thing. It'll probably be the night of the 27th is when it's going to start. But yeah, I'm excited for it. April? Mark your calendars. Yeah, I'll be here a lot. So right now, it can go from the 28th until what is the date? April 28th until May 10th. We're going to be going all day, every day. And based on a vote that I did on my Discord, it does sound like beyond that, like I'm going to have to go back to work on the 11th. I will still keep it going. I'll just pause the timer while I'm working. And then as soon as I'm off work, I'll get back to it until I got to go to bed and just keep going. It's going to be basically uncapped. So we'll see how that goes. You're going to do the mythic pranks with your friends. Gotcha. Cool. You have a mythic prankster if you want to have okay. So I don't need it. I have all the mythics I need, but if anybody in chat needs one, see, the grind set plans are in place. I've been getting ready. I've been like building like widgets and like all kinds of stuff for it. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm also working on something else that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to work in time yet or not. But I'm excited about it. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm gonna be trying to add as much interactivity, especially for like stuff during the sleeping hours, as I can. Because I know that can be kind of boring, and a lot of people will be like, well, I'm not going to stay for that, but I can make it fun. Okay, we got to do a Chaos Wave, and we got to do more Leader Champion monsters. Okay. And Paragon 250. How do you get Mythic Prankster? It's just a random chance on a Nightmare Dungeon Sigil. I should try other Paladin builds since we got 5 loadout slots, or you tried them all? So I've really only tried Blessed Hammer. I'm very much right now in that if it's not broke, don't fix it mindset. Eventually I will try other builds though. Okay. What did I just say I need to do? Oh, Infernal Hordes. Right. Ooh, that was spicy. Saw lots of GAs there. Should you do your hardcore with Barb or Hunter? Hunter? Oh, you mean Rogue? Crack in the armor. Heavyweight. That seems good. Like, any amulet that has multiple GA, or like a GA on a passive plus another passive, plus strength and attack speed. Okay, that seems really good. I gotta look and see if that's good. So between Barb and Rogue, I personally would go Barb every time. But I don't know. You got to do what sounds fun to you. But I'm a Barb guy. I like Stork and Barb the most. You do Nightmare Dungeons? You're level 58 on Druid? Gotcha. Yeah. So, like, I do like that. Like, Nightmare Dungeons, like, even, like, in the late game now, they don't feel worthless anymore because, like, you still get decent experience from them. Okay, so we need... What do they recommend? Righteousness and the best offense. So not the ones that I got, but what is crack in the armor and heavyweight? I really wish you could search by name on these. Crack in the armor and heavyweight. Ah. So cracking the armor, you deal 24% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. That's not bad. And deal 24% increased crit strike chance while healthy. Okay. Rick, thank you for the roses. Play All-American Rejects while swinging. Huh? Okay. Let's do this. So we need to steam this guy.
Use it well.
Remember to poop before midnight on December 31st. You don't want to be carrying the same shit into 2026. Are you just going around spamming that in every channel? Because I respect it.
What color?
All right, so tempers, we need on guard. Yep. Okay, on guard. Where's that one? It's defensive, isn't it? Yep. So we, you know what? I'm gonna try to GA this. I got how many rolls? 181. Bam. That didn't take long. All right. Okay. So we did S, we did T, we need to do E. What would I even roll though? The attack speed, maybe. Don't lie, I love it. Oh, I do. So any other passive or strength, I guess. When we already have strength, so I guess we just try to roll attack speed for a different passive. Just hope nobody goes steam. Okay, let's start with S for sanctify. Oof. So yeah, yeah. Maybe that's where meats is better, because at least that way you're only missing one. Thank you for the finger heart. Is it my birthday? People are sending a lot of gifts today. I appreciate y'all. You know, while you guys are at it, if you want to try and do one subscription on TikTok, I wouldn't be mad because it would let me test my thingy. I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. I think it's funny though. Like, they don't really make it obvious that you can subscribe on TikTok. So I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that it's there. Come on, give me something good. Anything, I don't care. Maybe I go movement speed if it pops up again. How hard is it to get a heckin' passive, man? Oh. What does discipline do? I mean, that seems pretty good. If that's a good one. That's probably going to be in, like, defensive? Valor, Aura... What did I say it was called? No. I already forgot what it was called, but I'll know it if I see it, right? Discipline, thank you. There it is. Core skills deal increased damage? Oh, fuck yeah. Is it worth getting Diablo 4 on PS5? I think so, but that's a question you have to figure out for yourself. But I really enjoy the game. It should be socket meets. Socket meat. I guess if the other S is for sanctify. I like it. Or it could just be smeets. Wait. No, then you get the wrong. Then you try to sock it at the end. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't know. You love Diablo on Xbox more than on PC? Interesting. Yeah, I do play on PC. I can't play these kind of games with a controller because of the menuing stuff. Like, if I could do hybrid, play with a controller, and, like, use my mouse and keyboard for the menuing, you probably can. That might feel good, but... Okay. We did socket. We did masterwork. We did enchant. We need to do an aspect. We need aspect of Celestial Strife. This one. Celestial. So right now, what do we have on right now? We have a different one right now because this was the old build. Womp Womp? Wait, what's Womp Womp? Okay, so that's not perfect, but it's close. You had it on a PS4, but it wasn't updating the content. Weird. You did it? What'd you do? I don't remember. I don't remember what you were doing. Okay. Now we need a masterwork. Oh, you sanctified the sword and? Womp Womp doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. Alright, so what do we want to hit here? The discipline's pretty good. Maybe we hit the discipline. Or on guard. On guard would be good. Not ideal, but whatever. I mean, was it neutral or was it bad? Okay. Okay. So we're ready to sanctify this. So this one could theoretically brick. Oh, you got the vampiric curse thing. Yeah, I missed that message altogether. Moonrise or vampiric curse? I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm scared. Do I wait until I get a 3.8 on the roll? Do I have a video explaining sanctifying? I don't have a video, but I can kind of walk you through it. So sanctifying, it's basically corrupting from Path of Exile. I look like Whoopi Goldberg? Thank you. Damn, I didn't know I looked that good. Forgot what it's called. You haven't had coffee today? What's up, Tackett? Sweetheart. What's up? So effectively, sanctification adds some kind of randomness to your gear. It is an unreversible thing. Once you do it, it's final. That's all it is. So if it's a legendary, it can do something good, it can do something neutral, or it can do something bad to it. If it is a ancestral, unique, or mythic, it's only going to do a neutral or a good thing. It's random, and then once you do it, you cannot modify that gear anymore, with the exception of changing what's in the socket, because my socket's empty right now. I don't care about that because I can still put something in there. But basically, it just does something random. There's no way to know what it's going to do, and once you do it, you can't change it. That's pretty juicy. That's pretty juicy. So, chat, I'm scared. I need your luck, chat. I need your luck. All right, here we go. Giving you my luck. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. New affix added. Okay, so that's not bad. We'll see how good it is, though. Maximum resource. It's not great. Samantha, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. For 2 roses. Yeah, it didn't get bricked. It could definitely be better, but I would say that's like a neutral outcome. Is it worth sanctifying? So, for an ancestral or a mythic, like an ancestral unique, I should say, ancestral unique or a mythic, it's absolutely worth it. The worst thing that can happen is a neutral outcome. If it's a legendary, there is a potential that it takes one of your rolls on it and turns it into something else, and it could be something better, but it also could be something worse. So that's where you run the risk. But on a unique or on a mythic, there's really no harm. There are some edge cases where like giving you an extra affix will actually hurt a build because that build doesn't want that stat, but that's very rare. That's very edge cased. Edge case. So yeah, but in most cases, I would say like 90% of the cases, it's going to be a good thing. It's just, is it going to be good? Is it going to be neutral? Or is it going to be like incredible? Like these pants got the Ring of Starless Skies aspect on it. That was huge. You can't see that right now. There you go. Like that was a cool one. Cause like I already have that ring and now I get double the bonus from it. But yeah, so we're going to use that. Can I show my build? I mean, I can, but it is just Hammer Kuna. It's Makuna's Mobilytics build. So I have Air of Perdition, Shroud of False Death. I have Lagera's Sovereignty. That's the word. I think Fist of Fate is a good item for Earthquake. Generally, if you get a good roll on Fist of Fate, it's good. But if you don't get a good roll, it's not. Generally. So I got Indomitable there. Arbiter Zephyr there. Herald's Morningstar. I have Celestial Strife. I have Argent Veil. I have Ring of Starless Skies. And Herald of Zakarum. But yeah, it is Makuna's build on Mobilytics. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I need to go to a jeweler. And need to unsocket that one and put that in there. Beautiful. Also, we'll favorite that. I'll favorite all this stuff just so I don't accidentally sell it. Because I've done that before.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. The way it Joes, I like it. Ruin a few Ancestral 2 and 3 GA. Total brick. Cries a little. That's a bummer. You need a GA Herald of Zakarum with max affix. Yep. I really need to do a better job remembering that, like, hey, just because I have the piece I need doesn't mean I can't get another one and sanctify it and get a better sanctify. Because I'm like so used to how things used to be. Like, man, like this one was okay. Maybe I should save it, but probably not. Nope, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. Goodbye. Hopefully that makes a big difference, though. It feels like it's gonna. It's a lot of stuff on there. All right. Boop. So now we still need to do Infernal Hordes, and we need to just kill elites or champions. What's the most important part of Fist of Fate? That's going to heavily depend on your build, and I'm not really a build guy, so I'm the wrong person to ask. What I would do is if you're following a build guide, like on Maxroll or whatever, look at their stat priorities on the gear and look which ones they're generally suggesting that you try to like hit with your masterworks and stuff, and then use that as a guideline on like what they think is the best stat for you. Sorry for the questions, but watching your videos and knowing you picked apart how different things worked. So I am knowledgeable about the game, but I'm bad when it comes to actually making builds. I usually just follow build guides for that kind of stuff. Yeah, if I would look for one similar to your build if you're not following one directly. Because I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction for that. Builds are the one, like, I don't even know if it's necessarily that I'm bad at it or I just don't have the patience for it. Because like the people who like are like deep into build making, they will sit in that training room and just hit the dummy with like every ability for like 10 minutes straight, calculating every number to try to figure out like how things work. And I'm just like, I don't want to do none of that. The castle node on the Paragon board. The castle node is so OP. Yeah. If they nerf the castle node, I think the class is going to be balanced with the rest of them. Maybe a little ahead, but not much. It's not like the Spiritborn was. It's much more reasonable than that. But yeah, I definitely think that when the tower comes out, they will probably tone it back a little bit. If not then, definitely season 12. I would assume. I have to assume with the expansion we're going to get new runes also, and that's also exciting. Especially since runes are going to be used in Project Cube recipes, or at least so it looks by the trailer. What is this? Don't downplay yourself. You got knowledge on stuff. So I definitely have knowledge on stuff. It's just build making that I don't feel comfortable with, like being seen as a source of knowledge for. Do you mean the caps on toughness armor? Oh, I was talking about caps on the Castle Paragon board. This node right here, it's super overpowered, and it's what's making Paladins so strong this season. A lot of people think that when they designed this legendary node, they probably were basing it off of the old caps on toughness and armor, not applying it to the new toughness system. And so, yeah, there's a good chance they will adjust this. So hard to drop the Mythic Nightmare Dungeon. It is pretty rare. Yeah. That's why I always tell people when you get them, run them in groups. Also, I just saw what training room. So when you're in Kyovashad, there's also one in Nahantu in the what's it, Karast or whatever. Over here, you can go in here, the training grounds. And there's a target dummy that you can just beat up over here. So people just sit here and like hit this thing over and over and see what kind of numbers they're doing. So like the people who are like deep into theory crafting, they will just take like one ability and just like spam it and like write down every tick of damage that they do. I don't know. Why for 2 days do I get 0 Ancestral and then one day I get only Ancestral and 4 stars? RNG is gonna RNG. It's wild. For example, right now, instead of getting 1,300%, you should probably be getting 100%. Something like that, yep. I'm kind of surprised they haven't already nerfed it, if I'm being honest. But maybe they don't want to nerf stuff before Christmas. It's nowhere near as bad as Spiritborn. I agree. Spiritborn was crazy broken. This one's just a little overpowered. Yeah, there's no such thing as overcapping them anymore. Like, there are diminishing returns, so once you get a higher value, it's not worth as much to get more. But yeah, there's no cap anymore. The more you stack, the more defense you have. But now you also have to balance. How much defense do I want to have versus how much damage do I want to do? Which I think is cool. More decision making. Rather than get the exact cap and then put all the rest of your points into damage. Have you ever gotten Mythic Prankster? I got one of them myself, and I also did one with one of my clan people. Okay. Let's go full masses. Bow, 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 bow. Every time Tenacious D comes down, I get a little happy. You hate Tenacious D? Why? How can you hate Tenacious D? Jack Black's like the biggest teddy bear. I vaguely remember them singing the name Lee in a song, but I don't remember what the context was. You run into the other demon that hunts you besides the Butcher. That's Crixnax or whatever, right? The dude from Helltide? Is it just called the Lee song? That's funny. Kuranax? That's what it is. I never really choose that option, but I know it exists. This is Christmas, no time to start wars like that? Seriously. Tenacious D is like my favorite. Like, there's gonna be a day where I do a stream that is nothing but Tenacious D and Weird Al. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be epic. People are either gonna love it or hate it, and I don't care. It'll make me happy. You'll be sick that day? Oh no. Oh. Yeah. I do know who you're talking about, but I don't remember what the name is. Yeah, what build? This is Hammer Kuna. Makuna's hammered in build. Blessed hammer build. Friend thought it was the greatest thing and played it when I was near them all the time. X-Fal, the one the ring's named after, right? I realized I hadn't leveled up my Rahir yet. Been slacking. I just need one Chaos Wave. Just one. Just one. Also, back to D4, I can carry 3 people in 100 pit, but cannot finish 105. Defense matters. Oh, it really does, for sure. The difference between the different pit levels once you go 100 plus is wild. Am I streaming tomorrow on Christmas Day? Yep. Do you have your Asmodan gift at level 5? Almost level 4 grinding. Honestly, I don't even know. I haven't really been paying attention to him. 3 3 5 5 2 2 2 2. So nope. Yeah, the pit one's the only one I have at 5. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be probably streaming more D4. And then Christmas Day I'm going to be streaming D1. You're stoked for D1? Is it online? I think you can play it online, but I'm not going to. What up, Moose? It's going pretty good. Pretty damn good. Pretty sure the online D1's no more. Yeah, I guess it would make sense if they shut the servers down. I do know that when they were developing it, it was very much going to be a single-player turn-based game. And then, like, a couple months before release, they're like, hey, we're gonna ditch the turn-based and just make it to where you can have active combat. And then, like, last minute, they brought other people on. They're like, hey, can you like cram multiplayer into this? X-Files, yeah, X-File, yeah. They named one of the rings after him. Am I really not gonna get a Chaos Wave? Game has me ripping your hair out in hardcore? Oh no. I am planning on leveling a hardcore Sork soon. And I don't know how it's gonna go. Amount of times you've been killed by unknown is stupid. Yeah, I do know, like in the world bosses, like people are like accidentally killing each other and stuff, which is weird. Some kind of bug going on with that. I know several times in hardcore I've just been like randomly killed by my mercenary for no reason. Yo, yo, yo! I really don't like how we're having like a random like Christmas heat wave over here. Rogue is great for power level with this year after that gets rough. Wait, with this gear. It was a corrupted gift meteors applying thorns damage as PvP. They fixed it for now, removing the meteors. Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Interesting. Hate hardcore, you don't trust the game connection, your computer or the internet? Started doing Aura Pally build, you can walk and hit. Yeah, I've seen some videos about that. Oh, we did. Okay, we got it. About the 0 button build. That just like the spirit wolves kill everything in your mercenary. Want to try an Orden? Yeah. You probably need pretty specific gear, I would assume, but I haven't really looked into it too deep. I'm curious if it'll survive. We ran a duo 105 pit, we ran through it fast. Nice. Like, I wonder if that'll still exist in Season 12 or not. Looks just like D3. I don't think you've played D3 recently if you think this looks like D3. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a very different game. Like, there are some similarities for sure because it's a Diablo game, but it doesn't look the same, it doesn't play the same. What's the class setup? You mean what build am I playing? This is Blessed Hammer. Any word on what the other class is going to be? Nope. My best guess is we're probably going to get the reveal in February. Bow, 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 bow. But I did make a video about what I think it's going to be. But beyond that, nope. What's the benefit of doing Legion so much? I almost never do Legion. Apparently they're good for like Forgotten Souls and that kind of stuff, but yeah, I almost never do them. Moo! Thank you for the follow. Bow, 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 bow.
What do you need? You can take what's left.
What's a good glove? What is a good glove? We want strength, crit, cooldown reduction, blessed hammer. I think I heard you say Oracle, but wouldn't it be gender locked like if they did Amazon? Oracles were never a specific gender.
Came apart nicely.
Like Dawnfire gloves, because you're an Aura boy? Nice. But yeah, in the lore, there were both male and female oracles. So these aren't great, but we can see what we get anyways. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? So we need disciple damage. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Just like that, huh? Oh, right. Gloves don't have that. Alright, so roll off. Probably lucky hit. Strength, crit, cooldown. Yeah. So, yeah, crit strike chance. We'll cooldown for now. Crit strike chance. Does anybody know? From enchanting, can you roll a GA? I don't think you can, but you really like the idea of skill tree additions giving us possibly pseudo yeah. I don't know if they'll do that, but like I could like very well see them do things like that. Like especially with like the Sork, like we already have like the way that they showed Ball Lightning turning into a fire orb like that, like it just made me think like that looks kind of like the Wizard's Black Hole spell in Diablo 3. So I could see stuff like that. Can't roll GA from I didn't think so. Okay. What's up, everyone? How we living today? Oh, we living strong. I don't know. Sorry, I meant why do so many Infernal Hordes? Oh, so for that I was just doing it for the season journey to complete that. That was all I was doing that for. Also, if you do Bartuk, he does give you the Scrolls of Retempering or Scrolls of Restoration or whatever. So that's nice also. But the main reason was just for the season journey thing. Okay, so we get 7.5. We're looking for an 8. I have enough mats. I can go for it. friend. Got it. All right, cool. And then we need Horde's still worth running sometimes for scrolls and goblins. Yeah, goblins too. Yep. So we need Ascension here. So we got 11.6%. Those I don't even have the right aspect on because I was using a different build. So this is going to be a huge increase. Wait. Disciple skills, 57% increased damage. What am I even using this disciple skills? Oh, Blessed Hammer is. I guess they're both good. But casting a skill that grants Arbiter form increases your damage. Yeah, that seems better. Okay. Okay, so we S, T, E, A. Now we need a masterwork. Almost did, I think Raven too. Wait, what?
What will it be?
What? All right, so what do we want to hit? We want to hit probably crit strength or crit chance. Words? There we go. Yeah, those definitely look better than my gloves. Now is the scary part. Chat, will you hold me? I need comforting. New character so boring? Really? I love the Paladin. You're the first person that I've heard say it's boring. That'll be $7? Wait, what happened? What build? I'm doing Blessed Hammer. Paladins have some crazy transmogs. Alright, chat. Here goes nothing. So I got 9 quality. Oh boy. Is that better than this? I mean, there I only got lucky hit chance. Huh. I mean, I think the new ones are better. Yeah. Type. Okay. I do like that the critical strike chance there went purple. That's fun. Wish you could reroll Sanctify for like 30 costs. I like the fact that it's a permanent thing. Like, otherwise, it's like there's no risk there. And I like that it's risky. It just... Because, like, not many things in this game give you, like, that feeling of, like dopamine or, like... I don't know, like... I don't know. I like the suspense feeling you get from it. And when you hit a good roll, it feels so good. You hate that it's a permanent thing? Really? Man. I don't know. That's my favorite part about it. I feel like if they got rid of that, I would not care about the system at all. Alright, so let's see. So, weapon damage is 715. That doesn't change. Toughness, 164 to 164. So that doesn't really change either of those. How's the game now? You don't know anyone that still plays? The game's gotten a lot better. I've heard of a lot of people coming back this season saying, like, dang, this is the most fun I've ever had in Diablo. But Everybody's different. You forgot to do something to your gear, then sanctify it. You want to but that's a on you thing, right? Like that's not a problem with the system. That's that you forgot. So like I understand where you're coming from. It sucks. But once people like learn, like, okay, you got to go through these steps. That's why, like, I keep talking about Steam. You gotta socket, temper, enchant, aspect, masterwork. Then you can sanctify. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that one. No going back. No regrets. Should be able to temper after. Then I don't know. The reason why I think it's cool is because it is that big risk. It's that, I don't know. Yeah, I think the system's perfect, and if you change it to where like you can change other things afterwards, it defeats the purpose of the system. Like it's that Hail Mary at the end. You like it because it's gambling and gambling's fun? Hell yeah. Maybe that's why I like it. Maybe I should stay away from casinos.
Managed to save some for the forge.
Good place for us to regroup.
Okay. So, what other aspects have I still not changed from my old build? That's right. That's right. Okay, they're all right now. That's good. That's good, because, yeah, when I switched from the max roll version to Makuna's version, it had all different aspects, but because I was sanctified, I couldn't change them, so I finally have new ones for all my slots. So that's good. Alright, so we need to do just kill elites and champions and reach Paragon 250. Thank you for the share. Think it's a good step in the right direction? I think so too. You're not a fan of the process. It's not how I would have fixed bricked gear. That's fair. That's fair. Some brains find meaning in living with choices. Other brains don't like a lack of control or lack of takebacks. That's fair. That's fair. And I will say, being on the Diablo Partner Discord, I have seen people on both sides of the fence. Some people love sanctification and the fact that it's permanent. Other people can't stand it. It is what it is. But yeah, I do think if it becomes a permanent system, I feel like it's going to be tuned in a way to where it doesn't feel mandatory unless you're trying to absolutely min-max everything. But like any build should be capable of being completely fine without it. But just like if you want to take that extra risk, it's there. But there's going to be enough other crafting systems between like the talisman and the Roderick Cube and that kind of stuff to where we should have other options to build up our character. You like that people can't stand it? Nice. Just like to watch the world burn. Bow, 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 bow. All right, let's do one of these. 105, that seems spicy. I'm going to start with the 103 because I've only done 100 so far. If you could reroll Sanctify easily, it would not make the gear much better at all, probably. Probably true. Probably true. Because, like, if you could just re-roll it as many times as you wanted, people would literally just re-roll them until you get the mythic one every time. And everybody would end up having Shaco on, like, or, like something, like, absolutely crazy. Grandfather on every slot. And it's like, that's not gonna work. You like that if you brick items, you have to grind to find a compatible item? Yeah. That's why I do recommend, if you're gonna do it on a legendary, wait until you have a backup. Don't do it on your only piece. On a unique or a mythic, that's not as necessary since you can't really get a negative outcome. Although some people claim that they have, but they said that you can't. So I don't know if those people are just wrong, or if it glitched out, or what. Crazy good music right there? Hell yeah. High risk reward versus no frills, no thrills. Yeah, I like the high risk, high reward for sure. Good morning. Like, I feel like this game has already been way too easy to get everything that you want. And so, like, any kind of system that... Like, I kind of liked that you could brick your gear through Masterworking and Tempering. I understand a lot of people don't. And I get it. But, like, just something to make it to where you still have things to grind for. Because if everything's just perfect right away, well, like, what's the point of playing? Like, it feels a lot like back in Diablo 2 days, like rolling a rune word, like a CTA or whatever, and getting the lowest possible roll. Like, sure, it's still a CTA, so it's still good, but it's essentially a brick. Okay, this 103 is going okay. I've had a couple close calls, but we're still alive. Nice build, thank you. I didn't make it myself. The best game? I do enjoy this game thoroughly. I know a lot of people still hate on it, but I feel like those people haven't given it a chance in a while, because the game's gotten way better. Yeah, this is Hammer Kuna. It's my dropkick Hammerden. Only thing that sucks is helping others power level. So in the pit, that's not really doable anymore, but if you do layer bosses, it's still pretty good. Running a Cliptus build? I like Cliptus. I've never run one of his builds, because I haven't leveled a Barb in several seasons now. But the next time I do a Barb, I'll definitely be following one of his builds. He made a... Oh, he did make a good... What kind of paladin did he make? Arbiter Wing Strike, nice. Lots of Arbiter builds.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Other people they don't know they talk about? Wait, what? You run Zeal? Goes in depth with his builds. You love it? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. That's for sure. Highest we've cleared with Zeal's 108. Nice. This is the highest I've done. This is a 103. We're working my way up, though. Given that the timer still has plenty of time, I'm pretty sure I would be able to push a bit higher, but I haven't really been trying to push high. But maybe today I will. I don't know. And this is without elixirs, so I'm sure I could squeeze more out of it. And incense and all that.
Sanctuary is my canvas.
Only thing about Zeal is that you're very squishy. You were going to use a 4GA Legendary Shield instead of the Herald, but then you sanctified the 100% roll on the Herald? Ah. Yeah, that'll do it. What's going on here? Personally like that there are so many different variants of the build right now. Yeah, I agree. And like with the skill tree revamp when the expansion comes out, there's going to be even more, I think. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a Sork next. Sork is my favorite class, but I had to play the new Paladin. I had to do it. Had to do it. What do I think about the Necro Golem build? I just don't enjoy Necros, unfortunately. I've never found a build in this game for Necro that I liked. Yeah, the 100% crit multiplier, that's from the Grandfather. That is a mythic one, yep.
It is done.
Only Necro you had fun with was Blood Wave. Last one I liked was Blood Surge. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my version of Necro was always, like, in Diablo 2, I liked the Poison and Bone Necros. Like, I liked the Poison. I liked Teeth. That was always my favorite spell. So if we got stuff like that, like, if we got a Teeth spell, I would probably try it again. Or a Poison Nova build. I would probably try that, but I don't know. I could just never get into the builds in this one. Pay to win season? I mean, what are you winning? Bow, 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 bow. So mythic weapon attribute, yeah. So you mythic can roll in pretty much anything. I got a mythic on my pants. Winning enjoyment, I guess. You should actually give us an army of minions. Paladins pay to win. I get what you're saying, but what are you winning? Is what I'm saying. Like, who are you competing with? Some leaderboards that mean nothing, that aren't out yet, or EPing points on the internet. I don't know. All right, let's do a 105. Talking about new characters OP. Yeah, no, I get that. I totally get it. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, yes, the new character you have to pay for is more powerful, but what are you winning? Like, is it pay for power? Sure. Is it pay to win? What are you winning? The nerf's coming soon? I'm sure. I'm sure. Your hammered and build doesn't do any damage despite me having the aspects. How can you solve this? Have you leveled your glyphs? Because a lot of power comes from your glyphs, making sure you have the right Paragon boards. But yeah, like, honestly, like Psychosis said, like, any class that releases, it's always going to be a little bit more powerful, because they're not going to put out a brand new class to try to get people excited about it and make it worse than everybody else. Like, it'll get tuned down, but yes, it is a little strong right now. It is what it is. But there's, like, it's not a competitive game. And, like, when the tower comes out, then maybe you have an argument. But I expect that by then it'll probably be nerfed. First season playing Diablo? Gotcha. Which build is this? This is Makuna's Hammer Kuna build. Better to overshoot and then balance than to underwhelm and try to buff. Exactly. Exactly. Like, if the class comes out and it's just, like, ass, nobody's going to get excited about it. It's like that in every game? Yeah. Yep. We died, chat. It's okay, though. Other classes most likely going to be willpower based. Yep. I made a whole video talking about what I think it's going to be. I'm still thinking it's going to be an Oracle class. But so many people are, like, convinced that it has to be another returning class, or it has to be a Warlock. And I'm like, all right, we'll see. But honestly, just having a new class period is exciting. Pally's overtuned? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, absolutely is. The castle node is definitely broken. It'll get nerfed for sure. It's just a matter of when. I would say it could be a Warlock. I don't think it'll be a Witch Doctor. Like, a Witch Doctor would most likely be an int class. They could make it willpower. But, like, if they were going to do a Witch Doctor, it would have been released with Vessel of Hatred, because the Witch Doctors are from Nahansu. And I feel like there's just too much overlap between the Necro and the Spearborn. with a Witch Doctor, where I think they want to give us a new archetype, a new playstyle. Man, I'm getting my ass kicked here. What about something new like a shaman? So I was suggesting I think it's going to be an oracle because they're based in lore from the Isle of Skovos where the expansion's taking place. Similar to the Amazon, but I don't think it'll be an Amazon because we already have 2 dexterity classes, and historically Amazons have always, or like lore-wise, Amazons have always been all female, and this game has male and female options for every class. So I think that's why I'm thinking an oracle makes a lot of sense. What gives you consecration? Consecration. A samurai? Is that different enough from a rogue? Diablo must be my all-time favorite game to play. Diablo 2 is my second favorite game of all time. Need another int or dex class? We already have 2 int classes. We have 2 dex classes. We have 2 strength classes. We have 1 willpower class. So I think we're getting a willpower class next.
Steel you need.
What is Oracle for someone that doesn't know the lore? So I'm not a big lore guy, but Oracles are like, so the Isle of Skovos.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. It's a society of 2 castes. I don't know what a cast, basically 2 groups. There's an all-female cast of Amazon warriors, which is the Amazons, and then there's the Oracles, which are like they basically Doctor Strange. Like they can see the future, and then they can like take that knowledge back with them to like kind of adjust the way that things are. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm sure, like, if Misha was here, I would ask her to explain it better because she knows lore a lot better than I do, or Lothburger. Isn't Ormus an Oracle? Possibly? You got to follow because of Limp Bizkit? Hell yeah. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. All right, so 105 is a little too spicy for me. Definitely think it'll be a dark class, like a Paladin Light and maybe Demon Hunter Blood Knight Dark. So I don't think it'll be a Demon Hunter because, again, that would be another Dex class. It would be very similar to a Rogue. A Blood Knight, maybe, but I also don't see them copying and pasting a class from Diablo Immortal because a lot of people have a very negative opinion of Diablo Immortal, so I feel like they wouldn't want to see one of those classes come to D4. Personally, I think it's going to be a brand new class that we haven't seen in a Diablo game before. You forgot to change skill tree. That'll do it. That'll do it. You don't think bringing the Demon Hunter either? Yeah, like, I think, like, I made a video about it yesterday. I talked about it on stream. I think it would be a cool idea if, like, with the new skill tree, because we see that we're getting modifiers for a bunch of the abilities, if one of the options for a bunch of the skills basically turns, like, a rogue into a Demon Hunter. Like, it gives you, like, Demon Hunter versions of the rogue skills, so you can basically be a Demon Hunter. Or if you're a Spiritborn, you can basically turn it into a Witch Doctor, or a Necromancer, or whatever. Or, like, you can turn, like, a Sorceress into a Wizard, if you like the Diablo 3 Wizard, or something like that. Isn't everyone a Demon Hunter? True. Touché. What about take a class from WoW, and take the Dragonborn class? Oh, the dragon, what were they called? The Drakthir. I don't think that really fits in Diablo. Is there dragons in Diablo? I guess there probably are, but I don't know. The Drakthir didn't seem very popular. I don't know. I guess the only, like, dragon-ish thing I can think of in Diablo lore is this guy, which is, like, the Primeval's dad. Tahamet? I don't even know how it's pronounced, but it's, like... But I feel like if we were going to get that guy, it would be after Diablo. Well, I think it's going to be an Oracle, personally, but... Dragonborn from Neverwinter? Oh... Dragonborn class? Something like that? That was a risky Google. that could have brought up some weird furry stuff. Let's see. So yeah, Tatamet is on here. So yeah, so like, They have him down here. Okay, so yeah. So he's like the top dude with Anu. What about a cow class? I think it was April Fool's. No, it wasn't. That was my early Paladin thing. But I made an image that I posted on Twitter, basically saying I would love an expansion where we got a cow class, and I called it the Echoes of the Pasture. I thought that was clever. What up, Jake? How you doing? But yeah, so like we have Asmodan, we have Andariel, we have Duriel, we have Belial. I don't know what's up with Lucian. We have Lilith, we have Anarius. I don't think we've gotten Oriel yet. W for the name, right? Who the hell is Lucian? I want to say we saw Lucian in Diablo 3. I'm not sure though. But yeah, Mephisto's son, I believe. I think that's how this works. We have Baal, Diablo, Imperius, Tyrael, Ethereal. I don't think we've seen that one. And then Malthael's way over here. He's like the redheaded stepchild over there. I doubt we'll see Malthael again. What if we had a cat class? Fast and agile, focused on swiftly killing enemies before being noticed. So a rogue, but a cat? Yeah. So yeah, like if they wanted to do this guy and bring us a dragon, that would probably be a boss after Diablo, which would be wild. But yeah, so like these are the evils and these are the angels. Well, I'm kind of surprised Malthael, I guess the fallen angel. Exclamation Z? What's that? Maybe a priest. A priest could work, but I feel like a priest and a paladin in the same expansion would feel kind of redundant. But maybe. Like, I feel like an oracle could be a little priest-like. Yeah, I don't know. Thought we had a command for that? One Z in the name? Oh. I didn't even notice. Wait, who used... Who used 2 Zs? Oh, Jake. Jake! We need a warlock? I still feel like Necromancer basically is a warlock.
Moo!
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm just going to do hundreds. Warlock's a mix of Sork and Necro? Yeah, it's like I would say it's like 70% Necro, 30% Sork. We need a split class? Do we? Like something that uses dark skills to balance out the Paladin Holy Light? Maybe. But like historically, whenever they've released, I mean, I guess there's only one example of it, but when they released 2 classes in Diablo 2, they gave us 2 completely unrelated classes. They gave us the Assassin and the Druid. So the idea that they have to be like some kind of like yin and yang, I don't think so. They could. I just don't know if they will. You weren't referring to my name, you were referring to his literal Riz, so handsome. Weird. But yeah, I don't know. Is Diablo 4 worth it? You've heard nothing but terrible things. Most of the terrible things that you heard about it were from people who tried the game when it was brand new and didn't like it back then and have not been willing to give it another chance since then. There are some legitimate concerns. For like people who are like really deeply into PoE and they want more depth in the end game, I understand it. But like most people who play this game are happy that it doesn't have as much complexity as PoE does. I think in general the game is in the best place it's been. My only complaint about the game in its current state is that it's too fast to level. But a lot of people like that about it. The religion of Skobos is much like Greek mythology. There are oracles and clergy. There's many ways to make the new class any combination of warlock, shaman, cleric, oracle. Sure. And like when I'm saying oracle, I'm talking from like a lore perspective. They could make it play exactly like a warlock and call it an oracle. I'd be happy. I just think like the name warlock doesn't really fit in Diablo from what I can tell. Like I talked about that in my video a little bit. Like they usually have like deep like lore with like the different like groups of people, and there isn't like warlock people. Like usually like I believe Elias would have been considered like a warlock. It's more of like a role than it is like an I don't know build name. This is Makuna's Hammer Kuna build. It's a Blessed Hammer Paladin. But yeah, like it could be anything. Who knows? But I still think it's going to be a willpower class. I think that they're going to be designing it based on a gap in playstyles rather than anything else. Recently just bought Diablo 2 and 3 and you play PoE? Lots to do? Hell yeah. Diablo 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. You can't get your hammer build to do nearly this damage. I mean, I am Paragon 223. I do have my glyphs all to legendary, and I have pretty good gear, and everything sanctified and all that. Bow, 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 bow. Wizards are magic nerds, sorcerers are magic savants, warlocks are magic sugar babies. Like the candy? That sounds delicious. Whatever the class is, it will most likely be heavily related to the Sightless Eye since, yes. And I talked about that in my video as well. The Sightless Eye was already referenced multiple times in the Diablo 4 campaign. Not like that, but I knew what you meant. I was trying to be funny. This is the Paladin class, yes. This is not the unreleased new class. This is the one that is released. At what point you switch from T1 to T4 build to speed farm? Without fear. So I've been pretty much the same build. I haven't switched, personally. So I don't know. You follow Mobalytics, you have the 3 mythics and everything, you're 243. Are you sure that you followed all the skills and Paragon and everything exactly? Because I'm not sure. I haven't done anything special. They should bring the Monk or Witch Doctor back, 2 completely different styles with new weapons. So, I feel like the Monk, there's no shot, because they're basically like a mix of a Rogue and a Spearborn, which are already our 2 dex classes. A Witch Doctor, I think, could fit, based on the playstyle and the fact that it could potentially be a willpower class. I just don't think they'll do it because the Witch Doctors are from Nahantu, and we already did all Nahantu stuff. So I don't think it makes sense. I think we could see them in the future, but I don't think now's the right time. But I could be wrong. You've checked 3 times, and your hammer skills is at 33 out of 5. You can randomly hit 20 billion, but that was your max. Are you... Okay. The only thing I can think of is, are you sure that you're on the right oath? Actually, mention of Oracle in Diablo 4. Ahavarion has... Really? I'll have to check my stash and see if I have one of those. Bought a PS5, downloaded the game, so excited to play. Hell yeah. The far right oath. Yep. So this disciple, yeah. I'm not sure. That's weird. That would have been so cool to get Witch Doctor instead of Spearborn in Nahantu. Or both. Both would have been great. Like, my guess was their original plan was that they were only going to do 1 expansion, or 1 class per expansion. And then they're like, you know what? We're going to go above and beyond because Vessel of Hatred wasn't received super well. So we're gonna you know, go balls to the walls, give the fans what they want in the Paladin, and then we're gonna do another thing too, maybe. But I also do wonder, we had the Season of the Witch that gave us a lot of the Witch Doctor powers as seasonal powers. Why did they do that? That makes me think that we're not getting a Witch Doctor, because otherwise why wouldn't they have just saved those for the Witch Doctor? I don't know. What's my favorite layer boss? Like, are we talking like thematically, or like the fight is the most interesting, or what are we talking about here? Or like looks wise? How do you define favorite? To fight? Probably the Harbinger. I think it's the most interesting fight. The Beast in the Ice, honestly, is a good fight if you're under-geared. Like, it doesn't annoy you. I think Beast in the Ice is probably my favorite design-wise. I'm really disappointed with the Belial fight, honestly. Just because, like, he never really felt like a challenge. And he should have been one of the bigger challenges, in my opinion. I think Urivar is probably the most annoying. Used to play Gauntlet Legends on 64 as a kid. This game reminds you of that. Yeah, there's definitely some similarities between Diablo and Gauntlet, for sure. Gauntlet was the shit. I loved Gauntlet back in the day. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. The Angel Lycander left us a portion of her power in the spear. It's all the proof I need. She still watches over us all. Oracle Argoiskni. I'm sure I butchered that. Interesting. That's interesting. Best game ever other than Zelda Ocarina of Time. So, my favorite game of all time is a Zelda game, but it is not Ocarina of Time. I'm a Link to the Past guy, personally. What up, Joe? How you doing? Do I ever fight Lilith? Sure. I did yesterday. Phantom Hourglass? I know I've watched that one. I don't remember if I ever played it. Have I tried PoE? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Momo.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've played quite a bit of PoE. I am leveling a druid this season as well. You think PoE is better than Diablo 4? Nope. I think both games are great for very different reasons. Is she worth fighting? She's worth fighting every season one time to get your spark. Beyond that, not really. But I think this is, as far as the PoE season goes, I think this season in Diablo is one of the best they've ever had. And this season of PoE, I think the Druid's cool, but the end game is kind of flat because we didn't get like really anything new. So I'm kind of not excited about it right now. But when 0.5 comes out, I'll be super into it. Probably. Two sparks this season for Lilith? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't currently have a build command ready. This is just Makuna's Hammer Kuna build on Mobalytics. What up, Dutch? How you doing? I need to put that on my website. I do. I do. You got a Nightmare Sigil Lost Keep Mythic Prankster. You got 5 Mythics. Yep. The Mythic Prankster dungeons are pretty cool. Do you think the new class is OP? The Paladin? Yes. But I think they will nerf it soon. But I don't think they're going to nerf it a lot. It's not OP in the same way that the Spiritborn was. I think it's a little overpowered, but it's not crazy like that. 15 streams. He's streaking. Spiritborn was crazy. Yeah, Spiritborn was super busted. World boss in 19. Could probably make that one. Did you have a theory on the class for the expansion? I did. I made a whole video on it. So I'm not going to spoil it. We've been talking about it a little bit, though. But you should go watch my video, because I need the views. What? Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. All of the mythics level 35. Yep. Which one? One of my more recent videos on YouTube is my prediction for what the class is. What did I call it? Boop. It's my latest video. What is Diablo 4's next class in Lord of Hatred? Think Amazon will be the new class? Wishful thinking? I really don't think so. I really don't. It's possible. But it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Because we already have 2 dexterity classes. And there's no male Amazons. So it would just be weird. But I do have a theory about how Amazons could fit into the game. But not as the next playable class. But there is a certain system in the game that I think they might fit as better. Not to spoil what my video is going to be about, but maybe one of those. Anyways, D4 PoE2. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Shampoo is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really, fool? Really? Stop looking at me, Swan.
There you go. I really enjoy both games. I like RPGs. I play them all. They're all fun to me. I don't like putting them against each other.
Moo, moo, moo. Moo, moo.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
This place is...
Have I played Hades? I have. Yep. Warlock? No, not Warlock. Not Warlock. It's possible, but I don't think so. So I like Hades. I don't love Hades. Whoa. I'm not, because a lot of people get like super sucked into it and just like play it for like hours and hours and hours. I got burnt out on it really quick, and I'm not sure why. What if something like Blood Knight? I really don't think they're gonna bring in a Diablo Immortal class just because of like how people who play Diablo typically like received Diablo Immortal, like how it's like super pay to win. I feel like it would just be a bad look. Streaking, oh boy. I think it's gonna be an Oracle from a lore perspective. And it fills a gap that the game's missing. But thank you for the follow. What about PvP? Does this game have it? It does, but nobody really does it. Like, you can go to the PvP areas anytime you want to, and there's never anybody there. Huh. You hate PvP in Diablo? Yeah, I'm not a big PvPer in games in general. I will say, out of all of the Diablo games, the most fun I've ever had in PvP was in Immortal, which is funny. But yeah, PvP's never been a big thing in ARPGs. Like, there's a small PvP community in Diablo 2, but sounds like some of the mobile games you play just big money and just to waste your time. Yeah, Diablo Immortal had a decent PvP setup, but it was very pay to win. D2 is great PvP. D2 PvP was basically 2 people teleporting around at each other until one of them accidentally hits the other one. Low-level PvP was more interesting. Hades 1 and 2, you get that burnout because roguelike aspects get boring. Yeah, like, I like the idea of roguelites, but yeah, I definitely do get burnt out on it quick. Like, I really was enjoying Hellclock, but I played it for a couple hours, and I'm like, alright, I'm good. The only roguelikes that I can, like, get into for, like, long periods of time are, like, survivor-likes, like Vampire Survivors and that kind of stuff, which is why I'm really hoping that the new endgame mode in this game, it kind of looks like it could be a Vampire Survivors style minigame, and that would be sick. Didn't forget about Pally Desync Charge Hammers. Oh, I don't know much about that. But yeah, the new Echoing Hatred mode, or whatever it's called, looks like it could be that kind of game style. I don't think they would ever do, like, the auto-attacking portion of it, but, like, just, like, with, like, the occasional power-ups and, like, the endless mobs and getting crazy powerful and stuff could be fun. What up, Hedgehog? How you doing? Get hit with an invisible hammer and charges? The new mode for Diablo? So, what I was talking about, it might be. So, they put out a trailer for the new expansion, and in that trailer, they showed off like a 3-second clip of a new game mode. And you can't really tell what it is, but it's like, it shows the character in the middle, and then just monsters swarming it from like every direction. And it reminded me of like Vampire Survivors, kind of like how that's like all the monsters coming in from the sides. But it's called like Echoing Hatred, which makes me think immediately of Echoing Nightmares from Diablo 3. It might just be a system similar to that, but hopefully it's not just copy and paste if that's the case. Didn't sleep. It's 7 a.m. now. Here we are. Uh-oh. Sounds like maybe a nap is in order today. Horde mode from Gears of War. Could be. I never did play a Gears game. Pew 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 pew. All right, so very reasonable. Not really my genre, not at all. Nope. Not even a little bit. All right, so boots are probably my weakest slot right now. What did I even sanctify? I must have turned one of the affixes into a greater affix. Yeah, we're gonna try and get boots. I think I want to get boots that reduce my reduce my evade cooldown reduction. That's what I need. Boots. Fun series zone. No hedgehogs in, which is a minus. I hate it when there's no hedgehogs in my game. All right, let's keep those for now. That does evade cooldown reduction, which is what we need. But we'll keep looking. No. No. Maybe.
Use it well.
Boots. Maybe. I'm not even really looking at them right now other than the cooldown reduction. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. What's new? Oh, you know, just chilling. Just chilling. Pew, 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 pew. All right, more boots. Those have potential. Playing the new season? Hell yeah. Yeah, I only play seasonal. You would not have a Griswold's Opus. I would. I have twos of them. I don't know which one's better for you, though. Suddenly got 3 mythics from 2 Ascended Undercity keys yesterday? Hell yeah. Do either of these look better for you, Joe? You have one that's 150? So you don't want these? Pew pew. Alright, so what do we need on boots then? Where's my Paragon board? Not my Paragon board, my... Okay, so boots, we need strength, armor, max life, faith per second. Interesting. Hopefully this new loot filter makes gear easier to find. Yeah, I'm really curious how they're going to implement the loot filter in this game. I'm hoping... So, like, what I've always said is this game doesn't so much need a loot filter as it needs a dopamine filter. It needs to let us put in which stats we need on our gear, and when the gear that we need drops, it highlights it somehow. Because I feel like we're still going to need to pick up everything to salvage it. But, like, if you can just highlight just the best stuff, so, like, when we see, like, a legendary beam or whatever, we're like, oh, shit, that's a good item for me. That would be exciting. Okay, so strength, armor, max life, faith per second. 2 out of 4. 1 out of 4. 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4, so that's the best one so far. Okay. You've always wanted a better system for telling me what is it good for my desired stats or build. Yeah. But how would they know what you want for... That's what I'm saying, is like... So you go here, to like your menu, and like right here, there's like a loot filter option. Because they did confirm loot filters are coming with the expansion. And you can just go like slot by slot and say like for helmets, my priority is strength, attack power, cooldown reduction, armor, or whatever. And like... If it gives you 2 of those, it'll have like a faint beam. If it has 3, it'll give you a stronger beam. If it has all 4 of them, it'll give you like a super bright beam with a sound effect or something. I don't know. Oh, a functional DPS meter? So, I mean, all they have for that is the target dummy dude in the training area. Hopefully both filter unwanted items for auto salvage. If they did auto salvage, that would be different. But I'm like, when most people talk about loot filters like in other games, it just hides the stuff. It filters it out. And I don't think we want that. But if it auto salvages stuff that it would have filtered out, then maybe. You wish everything was tradable like 2. Everything is tradable except for mythics unless you've crafted on it. I don't mind that mythics can't be tradable, but I do think crafted gear should be tradable. Especially if they're going to put more crafting systems in and make crafting more interesting. It'd be super interesting if we could trade those items as well. But I do like that mythics are not tradable because it still makes them chase items. But I also wouldn't be mad if they made them tradable. Choose desired abilities, and you'll aim for the best DPS for that, highlighting items and skill. Yeah. Bring back real money. Hey, take that back. Take that back. 6 minutes to world boss. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna work on this one. Or like pets being filtered. Yeah, I know Torchlight did that, to where like you could like send the pets back with gear to salvage it for you. That could be cool. All right, so we need to steam these. So we need to temper with Arbiter Duration, which is in Utility. Yeah, I'm playing Blessed Hammer, yep. What they really need to do is revisit the Battle Pass. They need to bring back 100 tiers. I do think that they definitely need, need a better system. Like, I don't necessarily care if they bring back the old one, but the new one kind of sucks. Come on. I want the GA. There it is. There it is. All right, so now we need to enchant, and we're gonna roll off cold resist, and we want to get, we have strength, we need armor. 330, we can get a better roll than that. Have you seen the price of CPUs? I have not. Battle Pass is complete in 30 minutes with the new system. Yeah, it's too fast. Yeah, like honestly, I don't hate the new system, except for how long it takes to go through the process, because like everyone has to connect to the store. And I think that the carryover of the favor tokens was a good idea, but it just trivialized it. I'm doing Blessed Hammer. 2 grandfathers on your prankster run, nice. Do I trade with viewers? I will give things away, but I will not take things.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. Give us something to do with our extra points. Extra points what? What kind of extra points? Wait, what are we talking about? I forgot what I just... Oh, with the favor tokens? Yeah, like, I mean, it's nice being able to, like, have enough to just, like, buy a bunch of stuff the next season, but, like, it's too much. Still haven't had a prankster yet? Yeah, like, I don't know. They did say that they were working on changing the reliquary because people didn't love it. I'm guessing they're probably saving those changes for the expansion. Not, like, as, like, a paid feature, but just, like, to come alongside with the expansion to, like, be, like, an extra thing to, like, to advertise when they're doing their big marketing. 341's better. Don't even get your money's worth in the battle pass. I mean, the battle pass is always just going to be cosmetics anyways. So if you don't think you're getting your money's worth, just don't buy it. How am I looking? The paladin so far just got tournament 1. Oh, the paladin's awesome. I love it. Okay, so we enchanted. Now we need to put an affix on it.
Momo.
We need to put Arbiter's Zephyr on. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, okay, we do have a perfect aspect there, so that's good. Now we need to masterwork it. Subjective, what's worth it? I love this battle pass. Good value for your fashion sense. Yeah, like if you like what's in there, then for a lot of people it is worth it. But that's just something that everybody has to decide for themselves. Like full disclosure, Blizzard does usually give me a code for a free one, so I don't even think about it. But like, if I didn't get a free one, I would probably look at what is available each season and decide if it's worth my money or not. Because, like, there's nothing in there that you need, ever. It's all optional. All right, Sanctify time on these boots. If you're done on softcore, come to the dark side. I do plan on doing a hardcore character next. But I would not want to boost. I appreciate the offer, but I want to level myself. I enjoy leveling. All right. Please don't brick. Please don't brick. Please don't brick. Wait. I thought I got the GA on Arbiter Duration. Was I re-rolling the wrong boots? Oh, I already equipped the new ones. Never mind. I'm like, what? What did I do? Never mind. I'm looking at the old ones. Okay. So... Strength, max life, armor, faith per second, arbiter duration. These are, other than GAs, these are about perfect. All right. All right. Okay. Max life, 5.1% max life. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay. Okay. All right, where's this world boss? Can I make it? Maybe.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. What up, Mr. Wet Noodle? You look at it like $25 for premium, but 48 tiers, you get back to the 100 tiers. Then yeah, but you want to support the game, that's understandable too. Well, I mean, a lot of the stuff though in the previous 100 tiers was absolute dog shit. Like, some of it was cool, but some of it was crap. And now in the new ones, you also get like full class sets for some of them. In the old one, you were getting all of those sets piece by piece by piece. So I don't know. I don't think either system was perfect, but is that guy with the wings who I think it is from Diablo 2? The guy with the wings. So it's not Tyrael. It is, what's his face? Oriel? It's one of the other angels. No, which one is it? I don't remember which one it is. What am I thinking about barbs this season? I haven't played one, but I heard they're really good. But yeah, the angel that's in the Sanctification, he's in Act 4 in D2, I think. He's like hanging out by the Chaos Sanctuary, if I remember correctly, like the waypoint right before Chaos Sanctuary. What is his name? Your main Barb's good? Yeah, I've heard Barb's really good this season. Barb's my second favorite class. Although Paladins might be... They're up there. Sork's still my favorite. And then it's either Barb or Paladin, probably. And then Druid. And then Rogue, and then Necromancer. Oh wait, Spiritborn. I would put Spiritborn probably right above Rogue. For me. But, really, Spiritborn's the only class... Or, sorry. Necro is the only class I don't enjoy. I've enjoyed all the other classes a lot. Yeah, we kind of smoked him. I will say this might be the best character I've ever geared out. You missed your Tyrael? You despise the D3 DLC for offing your Glorious King? I mean, he was kind of left for dead, but I don't think he's dead. Like, I don't think he died. I think his fate is unknown. Unless you're talking about the other king. The one that got killed by the butterfly. Played the hell out of D3, but this game's awful compared to PoE 2. This game is really good right now, surprisingly. Like, this season kind of slaps. You like Necro? You don't even have to play, but the minion AI is dumb, though. I do hope that that's something that they address, is giving more control over the Necro AI. Yep. Cue the clip? I could. But yeah, like, this season in particular is really, really fun. And this season of PoE, the endgame fell flat for most people. And so I'm just kind of like, I'll play it next season when the endgame is actually, like, redone. We get, like, the big endgame upgrade. Not gotten one Mythic Prankster dungeon one time. I'm hoping I get another one so I can bring a party along. I've only found one myself, though. Alright, so... Man, it kind of hurts that I'm getting rid of a 3 GA for a 1 GA. But I'm pretty confident that it's better in pretty much every way. You do like Witch and PoE 2 and the minions? Yeah, Witch is fun. What class do I recommend? I mean, if you're planning on pre-ordering the expansion, Paladin's a lot of fun because they're the new kid on the block. They're a little OP right now. Otherwise, I would have gone Sork. So D4 new seasons. Yeah, this season's it's definitely in the top 2 or 3 seasons. For a lot of people, this is their favorite season. If your Asmodan gift isn't level 4 at least, it's not likely to get Mythic Prankster keys. I mean, I've gotten one and mine's only 2 or 3. Which one is Asmodan? The Overworld one? Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, mine's only 2, and I've gotten 1. But you definitely have a better chance. Paladin's OP since D2 Resurrect. I mean, Paladin was always, was always good in D2. Once at level 5, you get like 4. Yeah. I mean, even already, I'm getting way too many that I can pick up half the time from when I fight Asmodan. He'll be back later doing some running around. Have fun. Speaking of which, I should go through these and get rid of the ones that I'm not going to do. You left PoE 2 leagues ago, I think, including the new league. Your last league was LS Amazon. The Amazon season was probably their weakest one. The new one's fun. Like, I was having a lot of fun with the Druid, but I heard so many people complaining about how flat the new league mechanic is in the end game, and the fact that there was no new end game other than the league mechanic. I'm just like, well, I'm having a lot of fun with D4, so I'm gonna play more of that. But I definitely will at least finish the campaign in PoE this league. You quit PoE and PoE 2 since they nerfed Tornado Shot. Huh. I don't think I ever used that. Bow, 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 bow. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Man, that's so many. I'm only like not even halfway for this. It's just grinding. Just grinding. I do want to finish this, though. There's not been a single season yet that I didn't finish all of these to completion. But those ones are lofty goals. You got to go, nice chat. Got to do a little Christmas shopping. Have fun. What are you getting me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You beat Diablo until Wait, what? Till you IV? Best advice for rune farming? So the Undercity with the rune tributes are the most reliable way. For just like general rune drops. You get a bunch of them from every one of those. And then also just doing the layer bosses usually give runes. The layer bosses are probably the best chance for the legendary runes. Bought PoE 2 for your Xbox, had to wipe your drive, and now it doesn't register you bought it. I would reach out to their support. Their support's usually pretty good. I don't know if they'd be able to fix that on Xbox or not, but that's weird. You subscribed to me earlier this year. Merry Christmas. Wait. Huh? Oh, you did? Never responded? Weird. That's weird. Is it normal you can't put anything on chat in D4? I know the other day their chat was broken. I don't know. I never look at the chat. I never use it. But all of my chats are empty right now, so I'm guessing it's still broken. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. The only objective in the season you have trouble with is Lilith. Still just can't beat her. Have you just dropped the difficulty? Because like if you're in Torment 4, you can go kill her on Torment 1 or whatever and be really easy peasy. Been looking to buy some runes to get some mythic items. Yeah, like at that point, I think your best bet would probably be to like check like one of the trading discords or something. Gotta kill Uber Lilith at T4. Oh, really? I mean, I guess I already did it, so I didn't even notice. But if you need help, I could do it for you. Oh yeah, there it is. I know you don't like Star Wars. It's not that I don't like Star Wars. I just never got into Star Wars. But even you can't deny lightsabers are cool. What color would be mine?
Moo.
Wait. Is that a hex value? We gotta look it up. We gotta look it up. Something like that. Something like that. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You know, I should know my hex value. I should know it. I don't though. As a graphic designer, I'm disappointed in myself. Yep. There have been hex values for colors in the past that I knew by heart, but that one, nope. Yeah, if you need help with Lilith, I can help. 007373. So that's like your like teal turquoise color. Yeah. I'm like, wait. Yeah, that's green and blue. Used to know your greens, but you're old and forgot. Floor crap usually kills. So the thing about the floor is you don't even have to do that anymore if you're strong enough. Can you join too? Sure. Yeah, if anybody needs it, just shoot me a friend request. We'll get as many people in as we need to. Is D4 cross-platform? Sure is. You just have to make sure in your connect here that cross-network communications is on. But it is cross-platform, yep. Yeah, I put my my battle tag in chat. Haven't done it yet? Yeah. Let me throw this on YouTube also. Boop. First 3 people to request to join my group.
Moo!
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Boop. I can help other people too. If we need to do it again, I can. I should be able to do it with a full party. No problem. Probably. Hopefully. Boop. That was the one single line in a song that my mom would not let me buy this album when I was a teenager. I'm like, Mom, I've heard that word before. She's like, I don't care. I don't care, Ryan. You're not buying that album. Anyways. What did it say? You stupid, dumb shit, goddamn motherfucker. One slot left. What'd you do? Oh, I don't know. My mother would be so ashamed, seriously. Crossplay setting. Do you have your crossplay turned off? Because mine's on and other people seem to get in okay. You might need to restart. Sometimes that happens. You got bored and did like 20 T4 Lilith carries today? Nice. You know what? I'll just do this one. And then if you can join, cool. Otherwise, I'll do it again once we figure it out. Yeah, should be alright. Should be alright. Alright, little close to the edge there. Dang it. This is fine. This is fine. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that, right? Why does she always just chill way out there? Come on, Lilith. Yeah, if you do enough damage, the platform doesn't even break anymore. Kind of weird. Just insta-died coming to the door. Well. I'm hoping you all got credit for that. Hi, Quigs! Still counted? Hell yeah. Does anybody else still need it? Bow, bow, bow. Stuff's too easy on T4? Yeah. Go touch grass? Why? Go outside? Ew. Would you say Crackling Energy build or Paladin Wing Strike Aura build is better for auto kills? Paladin. Well, I don't know specifically about Wing Strike Aura build, but I know the Oridin's supposed to be really good. I don't know if that's... I don't know which build specifically. But Paladin's just going to be better than anybody this season. Thank you for the best gear. I appreciate it. The one I had, I don't know the name exactly, but when you go to so the Arbiter of Justice. So my build is not auto at all, but there is an Oradin build that is very just like you walk forward and everything dies. Coming from a Crackling Stork, Paladin is better auto kill with auras. Yeah. Like Crackling Stork's probably one of the better Stork builds this season, but I don't think it's an auto thing. So did anybody else still need Lilith, or we good? Okay, so I'm 223. I'm a Crackling Stork. Your face is a Crackling Stork.
I'm with you, friend.
What's the best way to level once you're past 200? I don't know what the most efficient way is anymore. Like, it used to be the pits, hands down. But I know that they rescaled things. I want to say doing layer bosses is probably the best now. But that gets sleepy, so I've just been doing a little bit of everything. Yeah, Orden literally just walks, yep. Ayo! Thank you for the subby. Time to get you some Riz bucks. Layer boss is the fastest Paragon farm? Yep. If you win, donate it to someone? So having your name on the bucks don't actually matter anymore. But, yeah. Pew. That's just for... What's the word? Posterity? Doing Asmodan at the one location is pretty AFKable Paragon. That's true. Yeah, just going and chilling at the open world Asmodan thing. Diablo? Huh? Got an idea on what the second class would be for the expansion. So, I actually made a video about that exact topic and said why I don't think it's going to be a Warlock. But it could be. But yeah, it's my latest video on my YouTube channel. If you want to hear me ramble for like 6 minutes. Just got back into D4? It's a good time to get back in. Game's great right now. Expansion? Diablo's getting an expansion? Yeah. But I hate to break it to you, you're gonna have to spend money to buy it. People are shocked about that, and I'm just like, do you think Blessed Shield is good core skill to scale? I know people have made good Blessed Shield builds. I have not tried one yet. Got back into D2R, been pretty good. I love D2R. I am praying that they give us like some real updates at some point, because like it was so much fun when D2R first came out and they were actually doing like new updates with seasons and stuff. I was so into it, and then they just stopped like 2 years ago, and it's just been the same shit over and over. And I'm like, come on, guys, do something, even if it's little, just something each season. But they did tease on the what 25th anniversary or whatever of Diablo 2. They tease something along the lines of like, if you thought you've seen it all, wait until you see what's coming or something. Which, it was vague enough to where they could have just been talking about Diablo in general, saying more things are coming to Diablo 4. But I'm really hoping it meant Diablo 2. Money, pay for power? Of course Blizzard would want money for something that put thousands of hours into, right? Seriously. How dare we pay them the equivalent of $2.22 per month for something we're going to play the shit out of every 3 months? How dare them? Anyways. You want us to think some people don't understand that expansion's not a season? That could be it too. Like, I don't get it. People just don't pay attention, I don't think. Thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Bam, 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 bam. What are my graphic settings? Max without RTX, I believe.
Win favor, my friend.
View distance far. Yeah, max everything. But I think I... Oh, no, I do have RTX on. So, ray trace reflections are at high instead of ultra or whatever, but everything else is maxed out. Pretty generous bundling the 2 DLCs. They can make you pay for both. Absolutely. And the fact they're giving us 2 classes instead of just 1. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's so much more fun to react with emotion than pause to think about stuff. Thinking hurts the brain. You know, you make a very good point. I will say, though, all the people complaining in my YouTube comments, thank you. You're boosting my engagement, making my videos do better. Thank you for the sub. I think the issue is people compare PoE 2 expansions versus Diablo expansions. That could be too. But then on the other side, you get people in like people in my PoE comments on my videos on TikTok and stuff saying like they're doing an expansion on a game that's not even fully released yet. I'm like, okay, in PoE, expansion doesn't mean what it means in Diablo. Expansion is basically just a permanent upgrade to the game. Like, it's not like you're not paying for anything. It's just new shit. I feel like if they called it a DLC pack, some of those people would know it's content and not a season. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The term is thrown around without people clearly understanding. Yeah. But, like, even when you do explain it, some people just want to be mad about everything. It is 2025 after all. Okay. I'm gonna do Quig's favorite. Nahantu Nightmare Dungeons. Why? It was there. People want to argue? You don't want to argue. Let's have an argument about not arguing? Bet. Sign me up for that. Also, is this caviar? So hyped for the expansion? Same. Like, it is a good time to be a Diablo fan. Like, Season 10 was great. Season 11, even better in my opinion. And the expansion looks hype as hell. You think the reason people are hating on D4 expansion is that Blizzard dropped a teaser on the same day as PoE dropped the free Druid? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's the downside of being, like, PoE can drop something on a dime because they're a smaller company, whereas Blizzard has to plan their announcements, like, months in advance because it has to go through, like, 6 billion people. Level cap's going to 70? Yeah. They haven't officially said that, but they did post a graphic that showed level 70 on it, so I'm assuming. Forbidden Pimples? Oh boy. Is that a rune? Yep. Yeah, so we're getting an increase to the level cap to level 70. We're going to the Isles of Skobos. We got the Paladin, and we're getting another class. We're getting the Herodric Q back. We're getting the Talisman set system. However that's going to work, I don't know. We're getting a complete skill tree rework for every single class. We're getting a new endgame mode, plus the endgame war plans, which we don't really know a whole lot about yet, but it kind of looks like a light version of the PoE Atlas tree. But like a Diablo-ified version of it. I'm sure we're probably going to get more than that, too. We're getting a loot filter. And it did say, and more. So, I'm curious what and more means, but I'm ready for it. You're hoping to see difficulties over Tormented. So that was another thing. They didn't announce it with the expansion stuff, but Colin, during one of their live streams, did say that they're planning on adding more Tormenteers. They didn't say how many or when, but he did say that's coming. I'm pretty sure. Either that or, like, something that they're, like, wanting to do. So my name's not Jay. My name is, you can call me Riz or Ryan. Either one's fine. What do you think of the Druid? I know he's not the most popular class, but I have fun with him. So we're talking the Diablo 4 Druid. I love the Diablo 4 Druid. I think it's great. I like the PoE 2 Druid more, but the Diablo Druid's really fun. It's probably my third favorite class. Is this the biggest expansion so far for Diablo 4 as far as a revamp? I mean, it's only the second one, so not a whole lot to compare to, and we don't know all the features yet, but potentially. I'm hoping, so I've talked about this before, like when Diablo 2 first came out, like it was good, but most people would say Lord of Destruction made it way, way better. With Diablo 3, it was pretty bad when it first launched, but Reaper of Souls made it way, way, way better. People were hoping that Vessel of Hatred was going to do that for Diablo 4, and it didn't really, but I'm hoping Lord of Hatred does. But we don't know yet. I think Pulverized Druid on D4 is up there on the tier list. Yeah, Pulverized is always good. The Poison Puddles Pulverized Druid is... I did one last season or the season before, and it was good. It was real good. Real good. What's the best way to farm Obdicite? So what I'm doing right now, the Nightmare Dungeons with the Treasure Breach affix, you can get like 30,000 Obdicite in a single one. It is super, super broken right now. But the thing is I don't know if that's intended or not. Thank you for the sub, appreciate it. Bam, 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 bam. Just crafted a grandfather with the sparks from the Uber Lilith. Hell yeah! Did you get a good roll on it at least? You have 400k Obdicite, you don't know what to do with it all? Yeah, exactly. I've seen people that are capping on their Obdicite and like they're not able to pick it up, so it just piles on the ground and they can't do anything about it, which is kind of funny. Because like Obdicite's never been something that you just get that much of. Boop, boop. Oop. Still at 30k toughness. What do I do for better items or whatever? So toughness, I mean, that scales off of anything with armor or resists on it. So you just want to stack as much of that as possible. You can get some, like a lot of it from gear. You can also get it from the Paragon boards. You can get it from your, from your passives. 1G on max life, not the best roll, yes. Could be worse. Could be worse. But yeah, not the best either. Sork has 1.2 million toughness? Holy moly. Holy moly. I guess I'll go do the bonus room. Loot filters, please! Is it true Shield of Retribution can clear higher pits than Oridon? I have no idea. I haven't really been paying attention to like the tier lists and stuff. I've just been playing my Blessed Hammer Paladin kind of oblivious to the world because I'm enjoying it. I know the Oridon is like a good like 0-button AFK build, but as far as pure power, not sure. I've heard good things about a bunch of different builds though. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. Arbiter Paladin's best for big numbers. Could be. Yeah, like I've never really been like somebody who cares a lot about what the meta is or whatever. You got 2 Mythic Pranksters today? Hell yeah. Did you share them or did you do them solo like a selfish person? To put the Masterwork affix on all stats or damage. So just create sigil to get those treasure keys. You can, or you can just have them drop. Then your friends drawn, so you have to wait. Gotcha. But yeah, the treasure breach. I think that's what they're called. No, what are they called? Yeah, treasure breach. One of these guys. Just they have tons of goblins that drop a ton of Obdicite. Made 40 billion on Mythic Dungeons. Holy moly. Holy moly. How do you get Mythic Pranksters? You've done everything and gotten none. It's just RNG. Like it's not super common. I've crafted a bunch and haven't gotten any, and then I just randomly got one as a drop. But yeah, it's just RNG like anything else in this game. All stats better for two-handed build? Could be. Yeah, I haven't really looked into that too much. What are these garbage bags? Yeah, world bosses are good for getting the sigils. Do I have all max gems? Oh my god, I'm pushing every wrong button. I need 1 diamond still. Okay. One of those math things that you'll leave for smarter people. That's exactly how I feel. That like when people start talking to me about builds and stuff, I'm like, you know, if I really spent a lot of time, I could probably come up with something. But there's way smarter people that are going to come up with way better builds than me. I'll just copy their homework. No, thank you. That's not for me. All right, so how close are we to this? 43,345. Calculator. 43,345. So I need 56,000. Gem fragments, diamonds, and these are 200 a pop. So divided by 200, I need 284. Doot. Boom. Math. Look at me mathin', chat. Boom. Sanctify upgraded the max resource affix to GA. Not the best, but at least it's not bad. He did a real good. That is the peak math you'll see on my channel. Figuring out how many gem fragments to craft. That's it. That's it. Actually, the peak math you'll see on my channel is how many hot dogs I ate. That's it. I'm a good mathematician. It's all about the hot dogs. It's all about the wieners, baby. Anyways. What's a good paladin build? I'm doing Hammer Kuna, which is Makuna's Blessed Hammer build, but I highly recommend, like, if you haven't decided on one yet, check out a couple videos and just see what looks fun to you, because people have different play styles. I know one of the ones that's most popular right now is the Oradin, because you can basically just run through everything and everything dies and you don't have to click a single button. But to me, that sounds terribly boring. Is this Sorcerer? This is a Paladin. Oh, I misread that. You said, is the Sorcerer good? I'm an idiot. The Sorcerer is good. The Crackling Energy Sorceress is supposed to be really good this season. That's probably what I'm going to level next. But I wanted to finish this one first. Which, it's pretty much done, but I want to finish the season ranks. You loved Orden in D2, so it's a good callback. Yup. I was always a hammered in D2, so did Paladin live up to the hype? For me, it did. There's so many viable builds. Yeah, so many. But honestly, like, the one reason why I'm super glad they did the early drop for the Paladin is because they knew everybody was going to play the Paladin. But now, when the expansion drops, I'm going to be really excited to play the new class. Like, get the Paladin out of my system, play something new. Hell yeah, sign me up. I would hate to have a new expansion come out and have to choose between the two new kids. Rogue is ass and it's all I play. Is Rogue ass? I've heard Rogue is still pretty good. Although I guess it's mostly just Death Trap. Did I just kill Skeleton King? So this is Grigwar. He's probably the closest thing. Grigwar? I can never remember how it's actually pronounced. He's probably the closest we have to the Skeleton King in this game. Schwabbits! Almost Crimus? True. Grigwar! Yeah. Falrune? Potato. Oh, I need to put a single potato in there. Do you know if you get Diablo 4 for PS5, do you have to pay for PS Plus monthly? PlayStation users, can you answer that for me? Because I don't know. You have a Death Trap Rogue and it's fast, but not nearly as powerful as Pally. Nothing's as powerful as Pally this season. Pally's going to be overtuned the first season, but like Grimoire, but Grigwar. That makes sense. You lost your hardcore barb in D3 last night. Now I don't want to play anything with such a dumb death. I hate it when that happens. A dumb death feels so bad. Is it viable rarity-wise to get a mythic unique on T2? I mean, you're definitely going to have a better chance on the higher torments, but you can get them as early as T1 for sure. Been lurking in streams a lot lately. Thanks for your lovely streams. Hell yeah. Glad I could be a source of entertainment. It's good to have you here. Music so quiet, you almost missed song. Is it? Sounds normal to me. Can the D4 and PoE players be nice to each other? Seriously. Like, I would love a world where we can all just get along and I don't have to deal with D4 bad every fucking stream. What do you think will be the surprise for next season since they blurted out? That's a great question. So the next season is probably March. So February isn't going to be the next season thing, I don't think. My guess is the February thing on the roadmap is probably when they're going to announce more for the expansion. When we're going to get the rest of the features, when they're going to tell us more about what's coming, when they're going to reveal the next class. That is my guess, but we have no idea. Hell yeah, Last Epoch. I love all three. It's kind of tedious to always have to enchant items, etc. if you find slightly better ones. Yeah. I mean, these ARPGs have always kind of been like, it's finding loot and then crafting it to maximize the loot. They could probably streamline the system, though. I'm very curious to see how the Roderick Cube is going to work. Which activities do you recommend to farm mythics? I mean, if you can get your hands on the Mythic Prankster Nightmare Dungeon sigil, you're halfway there. But if you don't have those, probably just the layer bosses. Now the Torchlight fans, you have fun with it. So Torchlight 1 and 2, fantastic games. Infinite, great game. Torchlight 3, fuck that game. Awful, garbage tier. Yes, you have to have PS Plus to play the new season. Interesting. What up, Timmy? Does D4 have a trade shop like PoE? No. There are discords and stuff for it, but there's not like a built-in thing for it like PoE has. I'm hoping they do something like that eventually, but nothing's confirmed yet. But like for a long time, I didn't think we were going to be getting loot filters, and that's confirmed for the expansion, so there's a chance. Can you tell the easiest and best way to level 1 to 150? Probably doing layer bosses, but if you don't have the keys for it, then I would probably just spam either the pit or nightmare. Probably the nightmare dungeons, honestly, or Helltide. Like, it's weird they nerfed the pit for leveling. I've heard people like complaining about how little the experience is in there, but it used to be the only place to level. So it's like, huh? 20 streams. He's streaking, chat. He's streaking. Hi, Emily. She doesn't know shit. Smile and nod. Smile and nod. How many keys do I have left here? Oh, this is my last one. Pit was pretty bad. I'm kind of glad that we're not forced into running the pit a million times anymore. Like, it's just like level your glyphs and you're done. Unless you want to push it. Ba 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 ba. You want to get into D4 just for Paladin? I mean, now is probably the best time we've ever had to get into it. What amount of armor would you recommend for tier 3 or resistance are all good enough comparatively? So right now, resistances and your armor basically all just go into one lump sum in the toughness thing. It's hard to say exactly what number to shoot for there, though. When you go to the statue to change your torment tiers, it does give you a recommended number. But I have still heard people say that they look at the recommendation and they have over that and they still get one shot. So I don't know. I just kind of went when I felt strong in one tier and was ready to move on to the next one. When will they just put a stash in the boss rooms or a vendor? Seriously. Or just give us a scroll that's a portable blacksmith. Recommended number's way too low. Yeah, they'll probably fine tune it because I've heard a lot of people say that. So like to go into Torment 3... it says 1500. That seems low. Any advice for someone who always plays solo and needs and wants to join up with a team and best way to go about it when you don't know or anyone to join? So I'm very much a solo player, so I don't really have a great answer. For me, it's easy because I just say, hey, chat, who wants to do this, right? But, I mean, they do have a group filter built into the game. Like right here, they have a find party button, which you could potentially use. I don't know how good it's going to be to find people, especially if you're looking for people to play with regularly. Possibly jumping onto, like, the official Diablo 4 Discord or, like, yeah, other creators' Discords. You could join my Discord. You might find people in there. My Discord's not super active, but we have, you know, a small, tight-knit community in there. Yeah, I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. I am on the purple app. Yep, I am on the purple app, the red app, and the clock app. We literally never shut up. True. But I have noticed, like, most of that is just, like, random chatter with, like, a little Diablo talk. But, like, you never really see people trying to, like, form groups and stuff for Diablo in there. Every once in a while it happens, but not a ton. The number assumes you have a good amount of defensive stats. If your toughness is only high because of one stat, you're going to die. That's probably true, yeah. We have an unspoken pact to tie every poll. Unless it's a poll to torture Riz. Yep, yep. How would I even get back into this game? Stop playing when the game made me pick specific build for your Necromancer. When did it make... Okay, when you say it made you pick a specific build, what do you mean by that? Because you can change your build anytime. You only look for groups if you have a special dungeon? Yeah. You're new to trying to play anything other than solos, just looking for good people to play with and stuff that enjoy the same stuff that I do. Appreciate the advice. Look forward to seeing more. Hell yeah. I'll be here. I'll be here. I stream this game quite a bit, and when the expansion comes out, I'm going to be here a lot. A lot. Probably. My only gripe with toughness this season was being early on. Every elite in the pit has explosions that just one-shot you. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. There's a lot of on-death effects that, like, all stack all in one place, and you can't see shit because the classes do so many things on the ground, and a lot of stuff just, like, insta-taps you, and you're like, what just killed me? I don't know. So, yeah, hardcore is really scary right now. Although I do still want to do it. Because, you know, why not? Should you jump for 5 pit levels or just play every pit level? What I would generally say is if you're just blowing through one, then you could jump 5 pit tiers. But if you, I would say, like, if the bar is like halfway through on one, maybe jump 2 or 3. But if you're like, you know, if you're 10% through the bar when you're finishing it, then yeah, go hard. You love hardcore? I do too. If I would have played, like, if the Paladin wouldn't have come out this season, I would have gone hardcore sorceress. But because we got the Paladin, I didn't want to play a brand new class on hardcore because I wanted to learn the class. I didn't have to worry about dying. The Belial Ghost in Pit are ridiculous? True. True. Okay. Okay. Speaking of pit, let's go do a pit. It's a whisper. I don't know why I pinned it. Show us the 115. Oh no, I did a 105 and I got dead quick. Actually, let me throw on elixirs. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, 115. I'm not ready for that yet. I mean, maybe. My glyphs aren't really high enough. That's not the right guy. So I need elixirs of precision. And then I need Ancient Times, Song of the Mountain. And Soothing Spices.
Excellent.
You want to like hardcore, but it stresses you out too much, and you're just trying to vibe in D4? Yeah. Like, that's why I can't do it every season, but every now and then I do. All right, you know what? I'm going to send it. I'll do a 108 because that's the highest I can do right now. I'm probably going to die, but we'll send it. We'll send it. If I die, you can't laugh at me, chat. Okay? Promise? Can't see shit. Yep, there it is. So most builds will push 5 more pit tiers on average with the new changes. Can't say I've noticed that myself. I don't know. Thoughts on Spiritborn? Do you think it's any good this season? So I love Spiritborn when it first came out, but I haven't played it since then. I've heard it's still pretty good though, but I personally don't know. Okay, let's just keep going. Just keep going. You do hardcore and only hardcore every season? Nice. Big balls. Any mythic aspect when sanctified? I got on my pants. I have Starless Skies. Evade Spiritborn is really fast. Doesn't take much to reach 90 to 100 pits. Nice. I made it to 50 for the PS5 trophy, then thought, okay, yeah, this is fun, I'll keep playing, and died at 51, decided you were done. That's funny. Hey, at least you got it. Watch them put an achievement for, like, getting to Paragon 300 on hardcore. Actually, there might be one, I don't even know. What up, Anthony? Going pretty good. How you doing? Gonna try hammers when you get home. Playing Judgment. I've heard Judgment's probably better, but I don't know. There is one for Paragon 300. Okay. Yeah, that's got to be scary. Oh, not on hardcore though. Okay. Yeah, I knew there was one for just 300 in general. I'll probably never get it. Like even even last year when the Spiritborn came out and I did the subathon for 300 hours, I still only ever got to like 265 that season. Schwabbits on that 5 stream streak, hell yeah. You got to 300 in hardcore on season 6 and 7? Man, that's such a grind. And it's like, it's just a grind to grind. It's like, you're not getting upgrades at that point, so like, ugh, I don't know. Shit. Subathon was how you knew you wouldn't make it? Yeah. Still trying to figure out how people got to 250 Paragon day 1 this season? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been playing a decent amount, and I'm only 224. Should we stop at like 260? I mean, I did 260 the first season that Paragon was 300, and since then it's like 220, 230, and I'm usually tapped out by that point. Yeah, I'm only 224 right now. Like, with how much I've played, I feel like I should be higher, but I don't know. Then again, a lot of people say that the best way to level up is spamming bosses, and I haven't done a ton of bosses, so. You're at 253, a little burnt out. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with this game, is progression is so fast now that it's like once you get to a point, it's like you're not getting upgrades anymore, so it's like you're just playing to play, which is still fun, but it's like I play these games because I like progressing my character. And when there's not much of that happening anymore, it starts getting a little sleepy. At least this season, you could fish for, like, gear with better sanctifies on it. But it's like once you get to a point, it's like, what rift level? This is a 108. He called it a rift. D3 enjoyers in chat? Hell yeah. I really hope that the tower's fun. And I hope once they add all the rewards and stuff that they're actually worth doing, like they're actually cool. Flavor tokens. What do you think will be the new class? Do you think it's going to be a Witch Doctor? I don't think it's going to be Witch Doctor. I think it's... So my guess is Oracle. I made a video on it. It's on my YouTube. I don't think we're going to get another returning class because we already got the Paladin. It's possible, but I don't know. I think they're going to do something new. Thought that they mentioned that pits would be redone. Yeah, so they did say with the tower, it's going to allow them to make the pits more crazy. So hopefully it's cool. Oh, we have 53 seconds left? Wait. Oh, no, never mind. It's just the Whisper has 53 seconds left. I was like, why does my timer look like I have half the clock left? It's the Whispers running out. Can we do it? 36 seconds. I think I got this. Leaning towards the new class being Amazon. I really don't think it's going to be the Amazon for multiple reasons. And I discussed that in my video. Think Blizzard punching the air because PoE 2 got Oracle first. No hate, love both games. What do you mean PoE 2 got the Oracle first? You mean through the Ascendancy? Not quite the same, but I guess. But no, I don't think they care. Because the Oracle's been in Diablo lore forever. Probably something like Blood Knight. So I don't think they'll do a Blood Knight because that's a Diablo Immortal character, and I really don't think they're going to touch Diablo Immortal stuff in Diablo 4 because of how negatively received Immortal was. Why is his health gray right now? I guess I never really paid... Okay, I'm going to die again. It's fine. I have no potions left! I'm paying too much attention to chat and not enough attention to the fight. Why am I doing no damage to him? Rogues to Amazonish? Yeah, for sure. That's one of the reasons. Also the fact that it's a gender-locked class, and Diablo 4 doesn't have classes that are only one gender. And we already have 2 dexterity classes. Something like Blood Knight, a hybrid class? Wait, when you say a hybrid class, what do you mean by that? Like what? Like willpower strength or something? I mean, it's possible. But I feel like a Blood Knight is kind of similar to a Paladin. Like it would kind of fit the same kind of archetype. So I don't know. I'm getting my ass kicked in the boss. I was fine getting here, but... Womp womp. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get another strength class for sure. I need life on hit, apparently. Honestly, it would have just helped to pay more attention. I was definitely too focused on reading chat and trying to kill him at the same time. 30 seconds, huh? Brow, 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 brow. Didn't mean to potion there. Yeah, we're not gonna do this. It's okay. Gotta dodge stuff? Yeah, seriously. Bow, 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 bow. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it for the day. But I hope y'all have a fantastic evening. It is getting toasty in here, so I'm going to let y'all get back to your life. Have a good evening. See you later. Wiener. Bye-bye.
Greetings.